Hi to future viewers. We are on issue 04. We have unlocked 12 out of 18 trophies.
Hello, Frank.
Harry, I should shoot you where you stand.
But you won't. First, you don't have a gun. Second, there are 3 liberated snipers with their sights fixed on you.
What do you want?
It's time to end this, Frank.
Sure, call off your snipers, and let's settle it like we did in the old days.
Careful. I wouldn't be acting so tough if I were you.
Fuck you, Harry. Just tell me one thing. Why'd you do it? Why'd you betray us?
Because they took everything from me. The constant surveillance, the lack of privacy, the crippling penalties. It ruined Mary's life, Frank. It drove her to suicide.
We all mourned when Mary left us, Harry. But that doesn't give you the right to murder innocent people.
Shut the hell up. You're just as much to blame. All this was our fault, Frank. We're the ones who taught the police force they're above the law. If you can't stick someone with a crime, just make up a charge. Resisting arrest, assaulting a police officer, disturbing the peace, say whatever you need to in court, even if it means lying in front of a jury. A potential threat is a potential threat, right? The ends justify the means. I'd like to believe we had good intentions, but we all know what the road to hell is paved with. And let's not forget our masterpiece, Frank. Our coup de fucking grace. Behind every trumped-up charge, every bogus sentence, there's the CCS, a nationalized protection racket owned by our nation's wealthiest. And we're the muscle, lapdogs to avarice and ambition. Patsies who terrorize the people we're supposed to protect. And what do we get in return? A few medals, a pat on the back, a nice pay raise. We're hypocrites who hide behind fear and hollow principles. And it never occurred to us that our loved ones might get caught up in the system we built. Chang was the first one who had enough. But what did he do? He fled into retirement. Coward. I suppose he wouldn't have stood a chance against us.
What about the dozens of officers you've slaughtered? Don't you feel any remorse, man?
Do you feel anything for the poor men and women you gunned down in the desert? Did you really think we wouldn't retaliate for that? In a world where protest is a crime, violence is the only way disputes can be settled. You know that better than anyone.
So, is that it? You're here to deliver a sermon?
No. I came here for justice. To finally reveal the truth about St. Martha's. Do you remember all those unexplained events during the investigation? Strange government vehicle activity around the school a few days before the attack, false alarms throughout the city that kept leaving us short of squad cars. There's something wrong there, Frank. It's time we knew the truth. We just need to find the right government archive.
All I hear is crackpot conspiracy theories. You need help, Harry. You need to stop this. You and I both know it's the thousands of police officers out there that keep this country running. Every day, people get up and go to work. They take their kids to school, go shopping, go to the movies. They live their lives. They go about their business because we make it possible. Because we keep them safe. The alternative is war. Terrorism. Is that what you want? To take away people's sense of security? Deny them a peaceful life? Leave them with nothing but uncertainty and chaos? Our world isn't perfect, hell. Far from it. But I'd rather have this than whatever nightmare you'd have us live in. Mark my words, Harry. The next time we meet, I'll have that gun. And I won't hesitate to put a bullet between your eyes.
Crazy. Another raid within the space of a few days, and this time on the fucking Secret Service headquarters. We're not trying to be subtle, are we?
Not at all. But what else can we do? They're on to us now. If we don't step up our game, we ain't gonna succeed. And that's what Tom wanted, you know? We just gotta hope that when it's all finally over and people learn the truth, they'll change their minds and rise up against the authorities.
But how? Where's the evidence? Do we even know what we're looking for?
Hell if I know. But my brother believed in the people. He was sure they'd stand up in the face of injustice if they saw it for themselves. And I believed in my brother.
I hope you're right.
Yeah, and I hope this goddamn skyscraper has something worthwhile in it. This ain't gonna be easy.
puzzles, yai.
reported on the corner of 34th and 11th.
Squad car 17 here. I'm on it. Over.
All free units. Fire at the South Park Metro Station. Secure the area. Support the fire brigade.
scene. Nothing going on here. Over.
Stay alert. We've got reports of gunfire. Backup's on the way.
Copy. Over. Seems Mag made a bigger splash than you did at the station.
Afraid so. You'd better get ready. All hell's about to break loose. Time for Plan B.
Yeah. Good luck, man. I'm going in.
Meg's got all the heat on her, so you should be fine. Try to reach the underground archive. Police radio tells me a small army's on its way. Turns out we have less time than we thought. are already in the building. Tim and the others are coming your way. Your only way out is to blend into the crowd of police officers.
I'm in the archive. Not seeing anything interesting yet. No, nothing here. Let's hope Mech has more luck upstairs.
More luck with what? More luck with what, Jim? Tell me! Fucking traitor! You're the one who set the explosives at the police station.
Easy now. Let's talk.
The blood of countless officers is on your hands. You piece of scum.
Meg, come in. I lost contact with James, but I think he came up empty. You?
Hit the jackpot. Just give me a few minutes.
We gotta hurry. There's too many of them. They come.
I'm almost done. Sending it to Rick. Fuck. No connection.
They're scrambling the signal. We'll send it later. Let's go! The ground floor is closed off. We gotta get to the roof. Nothing from Rick and James. Let's hold here. We'll wait for the charges downstairs to go off, count to 5, then make a dash to the other side of the roof.
This is the best plan we've got? Waiting around? If we lost our connection so quickly and the signal inside the building is scrambled, the charges might not go off.
You're right, fine. Time to improvise. Run for it!
Freeze! Don't fucking move!
Captain Frank Robbins. We found the evidence. We can prove the attack on St. Martha's was carried out by special forces.
Save it for the judge.
You know the truth won't make it anywhere near court. They'll destroy it.
It's unlikely we'll survive in custody that long anyway.
Fuck your self-righteous conspiracy theories. You really think anyone's gonna listen to a pair of serial killers?
We have proof.
Shit! Military choppers!
Three hostiles on the roof. One armed, gun pointed at the other two. Might be a police officer. Unable to verify. Copy that. Executing kill order. No loose ends.
We are the Liberated. The state media calls us murderers, terrorists, but it was the government that declared war on the people. We will no longer tolerate their lies, nor fear their wrath. We sacrificed everything to uncover the truth, and now we are sharing it with you. These documents reveal the sickness in our society. Read them, share them, see how your masters have manipulated and deceived you. It's time to wake up. It's time to say no to the system.
Huh. Another big political scandal. I hope everyone's got their popcorn ready.
Fake news. Probably just the Ruskies at it again. Mark the spam.
Yeah, nice Photoshop work there, idiots. My grandma could do better than that. And she's been fucking dead for the last 7 years.
Come on, guys, this looks legit. My uncle used to work in the security services, and he always said they got away with this shit, like, all the time. Shared and luck.
Bull fucking shit. More anti-government whining from butthurt libtards who can't face the fact they lost? QQ and grow the fuck up, sugar tits. Admin, delete this already for the sake of the victims' families. They've been through enough.
LOL. 23 gigabytes of files? Yeah, no. I will wait until someone releases the movie.
What's wrong with you all? There's some real shit in this thing. Download it. See for yourself. They've been lying to us.
Warning. After downloading those files, my antivirus went batshit. Don't download. Just an attempt to hijack your computers. Those files contain a virus.
Faking shit about a terrorist attack? Someone should whoop these guys' asses for real. That we can track back their IP. Who's with me?
LOL, the admin deleted the attachments. Can someone tell me what was there?
Yeah, whatever. Why is nobody talking about tonight's game? Did you not see that touchdown? No, that's front page news right there.
We got trophy 13 out of 18.
LOL. 23 gigabytes of files? Yeah, no. I will wait until some...
What's wrong with you all? There's some real shit in this thing. Download it. See for yourself.
Warning. After downloading those files, my antivirus went batshit. Don't download. Just an attempt to hijack your computers.
Faking shit about a terrorist attack? Someone should whoop these guys' asses for real. Bet we can track back their IP. Who's with me?
LOL. The admin deleted the attachments. Can someone tell me what was there?
Yeah, whatever. Why is nobody talking about tonight's game? Did you not see that touchdown? No, that's front page news right there.
New email from Model Citizen at Gava. Alert. Your Citizen Credit System account has been flagged for social non-compliance.
We are at 15 out of 18 trophies unlocked. We just have to complete issues 05 and 06.
Honey, can you take the kids to school? I need to head into the office early.
Huh? What time is it? I'll have to phone work and tell them I'll be late, but it should be alright. You get going.
An investigation is underway following the skyscraper attack that took place last week. Preparations for the funeral of Captain Frank Robbins, the hero of St. Martha's, who tragically died during the attack, are already underway.
Morning, Steve.
Morning, Bob.
How's Jen? We've all been missing her.
She's fine. Settling into the new position. She definitely prefers the regular hours.
Yeah, the graveyard shifts can be a real killer. Sure wish I could get a promotion like that. Guess I need to get working on my KPIs first, though.
You said it. Just gotta keep our noses to the grindstone, huh? Got him. Let's see what we have here. George Nash. All right, check profile. Seems clean. Makes good money. And a family man. So why stir the pot, Georgie boy? Interesting. Let's... Nothing. Really? Just another scumbag.
How's your day, honey?
Busy. Lots of new cases this week. I sent you an email about a guy I found. Take a look when you get a chance.
I saw. It's already on my to-do list. Just phoned to let you know I might have to stay longer today. Remember to pick the kids up on time, okay? Just watch out, Michael's in one of his moods again.
Where were we, George? Okay. See what we find now. Confirm. No ticket? Bad man. But not bad enough. Confirm. Getting warmer. Jeez, what a Boy Scout. Confirm. Yeah. All right, now we're talking. Good riddance.
Hi, honey. Looks like I'll have to stay longer at work after all. We're still organizing the funerals for the victims of last week's skyscraper attack. I'll get something for dinner on the way home, okay?
Okay. I let the kids know they're in for a treat.
Oh, before I forget, I sent you some more information on that professor. Hope it helps. See you later.
And the final touch. Douche.
You taking off?
Yeah, I have to pick up the kids.
See you tomorrow, then.
you are. How was school?
Okay, but math's so boring.
Well, how about I help you with it after dinner? I bet that would make it more fun.
Mom, today at school we talked about work and what our parents do. What do you and Daddy do?
We catch bad people, Angel. We stop them from hurting everyone else.
Wow, so you're like superheroes. Cool. I want to do that when I grow up.
George! Stay right there, scumbag. Stand back! This man has been charged with disturbing the peace and spreading terrorist propaganda. All requests to contact him will be denied. If there is any indication you are complicit in his crimes, charges will be brought against you. The law is the law.
You've been doing a lot of overtime recently. I'm getting a little worried.
Yeah, it's been intense. Hopefully it'll quiet down again soon. I just don't want anyone to think I'm not up to it, you know?
The minister will see you now.
Minister, it's an honor. Please accept our condolences. We were shocked when we heard about your son's death.
We are at 16 out of 18 trophies unlocked.
That's very kind of you. These are trying times indeed, but we cannot let those animals get the better of us. Where are my manners? Please, take a seat. Now, as you well know, there have been many casualties in our struggle for a safe and prosperous world. My son is only one in a long string of senseless murders. Unfortunately, I've brought you here today to discuss another tragic death. As it stands, Captain Frank Robbins' state funeral is of utmost importance. He was a beacon of stability and integrity in a sea of chaos, a role model for all citizens. He fought night and day to stamp out the terrorist threat to our great nation. Frank, to put it simply, was a true hero. Now, his sacrifice must not be in vain. His spirit is needed more than ever before, and it is my intention that he is glorified and remembered by us all. This funeral of his needs to be a demonstration of unity. It is absolutely imperative that we rally the nation around him. I don't want any surprises. Is that clear? I'm asking for your support and understanding in this matter.
Of course. You can count on us, Minister.
One more thing before you go. Let the authorities deal with Frank's files. He was as a hero. Everyone has their weaknesses, but in this case it would be better for the future of this country if we let sleeping dogs lie.
Of course, Minister. We understand the gravity of the situation.
Good. And remember, glory to the heroes.
Glory to the heroes.
Frank's profile has disappeared from the CCS, just as we expected.
It wasn't going to be much use anyway. If you're interested, I'm almost finished editing the footage we got from the waterfront.
Sure. Let's see if you're as good as you say.
Of course I knew the government was behind St. Martha's. We all did. But what was I supposed to do? The ministers are above the law. I don't have the power to stop them.
So, what do you think? Convincing?
Looks like you can keep bragging, Rick. Good job.
What the hell's going on here? I remember the conversation. He didn't say anything like that.
Who the hell cares? He knew what was going on. He just didn't have the balls to admit it. Now he'll get a chance to tell the truth. Some simple video processing, a deep fake, and voila. Think about it, Meg. If they make Frank into some kind of martyr, this video will blow a hole in their bullshit.
He doesn't deserve to be remembered as a hero, Meg. I ever tell you about my niece, Emily? She would have been your age now. She was raped by some pumped-up prick officers who had one too many beers. At first she kept it from us, but little by little it ate away at her. The confident young lady I knew slowly disappeared. When I confronted her about it, she broke down and told me everything. I was naive. I encouraged her to file a report to fight for justice and make sure they paid for what they did. Even when they laughed her out of the station, she managed to find the courage to file a lawsuit, but it was her word against theirs. But they were bulletproof. All thanks to Frank. Every power he'd ever exploited, every loophole he'd ever created, it all meant the police were beyond question. But that wasn't the end of it. I don't know how the fuck they did it, but they managed to make her out as the aggressor. Suddenly she was facing 2 counts of assaulting a police officer. Corruption breeds corruption. When they found out it was my niece, Frank stepped in. And just like that, they offered her a settlement. Emily jumped off the roof of her apartment block. She couldn't live with the disgrace. So I did what the courts couldn't. I sent those cowardly motherfuckers to an early grave. And I should have done the same to Frank. Meg, this team sacrificed too much to get this far. Don't go soft on us now.
Okay, what's the plan?
All right.
Objective: get to the broadcast room without being detected.
I'm about to shut off the main power to the building. Careful. The security system and some of the lights still have their own power supply. You'll only have a few... That's it. Good luck, Meg. Use the crowd as cover to get to the staff entrance.
Objective: get to the broadcast room without being detected.
I'm about to shut off the main power to the building. Careful. The security system and some of the... You'll only have a few... That's it. Good luck, Meg. Use the crowd as cover to get to the staff entrance.
Objective. Get to the broadcast room without being detected. Objective. Defend the room until the transmission ends. 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 Objective. Defend the room until the transmission ends.
Good afternoon. Meg, right? Do you mind if I call you Meg? That's okay. No rush. But sooner or later, you'll want to talk. You see, Meg, you're never leaving this place. So get comfy. We've got all the time in the world. You must be curious about what happened after your little stunt with the video. Sorry to disappoint you, Meg. Nobody saw it. It never even left the building. But it gets better. We had someone watching you this entire time. Someone who wanted a chance to redeem himself, to leave the past behind and help build a brighter future for us all. I'd say he's earned it. Wouldn't you?
Dang, Meg is screwed. Okay, we earned all 18 trophies. Thank you to anyone who watched even 1 second of this stream. I will end the stream here. Please like, comment, and subscribe for future content, and may your heart be your guiding key. See you later.